So, the new recording facility at a amazing location in the New Forest. It's been a few weeks now. I've got no Wi-Fi here, so I'm sorry I haven't seen you all. It's like I haven't been online much, and to be honest, at this point I'm dragging my heels. I've actually really enjoyed not being online and being unplugged from all the fuss and the miasma of nonsense. And I've been focusing on the music, and I've actually got a good bit recorded, and and there's also been, just getting it all set up. It's been you've seen it all, followed it through the hotels with the minimal rig, and getting it all set up again is really great. And what's really amazing about it all is things like the space in here is like, I've got space, and so having the amps set up in such a way as they're not like backed up against the walls, and so they have air to breathe, and it's just all so agreeable. So, the old Paisley Telecaster, it's a wonderful machine. It's like my favourite guitar for sort of single coil sounds. Like, it's the one that I record with the most for single coil sounds. If you're interested in it, there's a wicked, well, not wicked, but there's a video I did all about it way back in the list. So there's something new I got off of Mad Malco. If you haven't checked out his channel before, go and check out Mad Malco. He's one of the few totally honest YouTubers. And I bought this off of him. And this is an Axel Eldorado from the Badwater series, and it's got a Johnson neck on it. And Johnson and Axel are actually the same company anyway. They're like, it's just a different logo on it. So you can find like Johnson's, like a Johnson Strat copy, and it'll have, just like the Axel has like the EMGs, the Axel pickups designed by EMG. The Johnsons also have like the EMG design pickups, but I've had all this with like this headstock shape. I think this is like the third or the fourth guitar with this headstock shape now. So there's many conversations I've had about like its inherent ugliness, but as time went on and time has gone on, I've grown to appreciate the compact, sturdy nature of this little headstock more. And Axel have been one of the great unsung heroes of like affordable guitars. Really, you get a hell of a lot for your money. The quality of this timber, and I'll say that of my Axels, this is the worst of the necks of any of my Axels, and this is an incredible. It's bird's eye maple, for fuck's sake. And the thumbnail test, which if I haven't told you before, I have told you before, but if you've forgotten it, just somewhere like out of sight, and don't be doing this in shops, like, you cunts. Like, fucking, just stab the back of the wood somewhere with your thumbnail, and like, if it's a really good, like, properly conditioned, cured piece of hardwood, like, you won't be able to make a dent, and like, if you like with like a 50s Fender or something like that, you won't make a dent, and that's the thing. And some like a Fasley, is like a piece of butter, and you can just sort of gouge pieces out. So like that, the density of the wood is quite likely to be the main source of the tone, it could be said. Oh no, I'm completely out of tune, and I was going to show this off as well. No, another time you can look at it. If you want to hear it, go to Mad Malco's channel. He did a good video about it before he sold it to me. Like he has sold it to me for like way more than what he said. I'll do you a really good deal, and then he like completely overcharged me, and then left me waiting for ages for the parcel. Like, it's a great channel, but like, you have to be like you have to be generous with Malco. He's not like, he's not all there. Like, he gets very easily distracted. If he has too many kebabs the night before, it makes him sluggish, and like, but which is why you can't work his like effects pedals, which is why I don't use any. It's like why he just has to just like, that's why he goes on about like tube amps being the best and all that. It's because he can't operate anything with more than 3 knobs on it. That's all it is. It's like he's rotted himself with that stuff that we send up to you Scots all the time. That fucking that Bucky. That's nothing like real like Buckfast Abbey wine. If you actually go to Buckfast Abbey and try the wine, it's absolutely nothing at all like that fucking shit we send up to Scotland. Like, I can't believe you guys love that vinegar. But But anyway, it keeps us in Primroseville, doesn't it? Anyway, other thing that I got, old Funky Mark, the phenomenal Mark James. You might see him in the comments. He's a fucking wonderful chap. If ever you're lonely, like, go and talk to Mark James. He'll always come. He's a heavy down-tuned dude. I got this thing now. A while back, I mentioned this. I got the basic, like, the basic SansAmp clone, like the V-Tone bass modeler, and I've since got the far more sophisticated V-Amp bass modeler, which has all the bells and whistles, and I've actually like had a lot of fun with this. And I'll be honest, this is why reviews are quite often not worth a shit, because the first night that I tried it, I just went through the presets, and I went to bed thinking, it's like a sort of cheap, like, effects box. It'll be alright for sort of practice and a bit of fucking around, but, like, you know, it's not like a great tool or anything. But then the next day I thought, okay, well, I really ought to learn how to sort of, like, patch do my own patches myself, edit my own patches and build my own sound. As soon as I started doing that, fuck me, like, it's the best sounding thing in here for bass. It's like, I was getting some, like, I've done some really nice models on there, and there's some really good effects on it. It's a very flexible bit of kit, and it's been a great treat. So little 80s Laney that is new. I got rid of the R4 to do someone a favour with the big old 15-inch Laney R4, and now I've got this little Laney's 80 thing. It's all right. It's much better with the modelling V-amp in front of it. Then it basically sounds like anything. Anyway, so I really wanted to just show you the place. Like, I've got a Ponzi YouTuber's effects box bookcase bullshit, and I've got my backline nicely set up. It's I've got all my guitars are in the same place. I'm living in a wonderful flat in a lovely town, and as you can see, like, I've got like an active camera mount. I've got like a flexible bipod. Alexa, like, zoom in the flexible bipod. But yeah, so, like, just a short one really, just saying hello, just phoning back in. It's like there's not been anything uploaded. It's a case of getting, like, you know, I've been internet sterile, and I'm gonna be that way for a little while, like, but I am gonna be, like, once or twice a week spending a couple of hours online, either in the library or somewhere else, or some way, shape or form, and keeping up with the socials. So I will be back, and if you're watching this, then you're on the cusp of the wave of there being more videos coming, because I've got lots of stuff to show you. I've recorded about 8 tracks since the last time I showed you anything, and like loads of new gadgets and toys. I've just really scratched the surface here with those couple of bits. So yeah, like, fucking Mr. White, I hope you haven't, like, been divorced yet by your impatient missus, and Zip, I hope you're doing alright, buddy, and Super 8 Rescue, I miss you, man. I'll get to you on Messenger and send you my phone number so we can keep in touch while I'm offline, which I might do if any of you, like, want to just say in the comments, you find me on Facebook, and I'll put the link on there. But yeah, fucking music is fun, great channel, give them a look, and go and, like, do a thumbs down on Stuttering John Melendez if you see him. He's a fucking drooling cabbage wreck, and wasn't that Liz Truss thing funny? Anyway, that's all about it, and so you know, fuck Rob Chapman. He's a wanker.